Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to do another premiere draft of Zendikar Rising. Alright, just a couple more people we need to find to draft with. So far, my impressions of this set is that it's okay to draft. It's not my favorite, but it's not my most hated. By far. Alright, and we open a Lotus Cobra. That's an okay one. It's a 2-drop. Shijiri Shelter, Regrowth, Mystic. We're not really passing up much to draft this. And I don't really have a lot of them, so yeah. So yeah, Lotus Cobra, it's just going to help accelerate our mana with the landfall trigger. And it's a 2-drop. Not much else to say about it. Actually, why don't we spend this time to look at the other King Inferno, Monkey. Memnarch Lives. That name seems familiar. Alright, second pack. We get a pack with a rare missing, so no real signal. There's Brushfire Elemental. Can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less. Or there's Feed the Swarm. I think I'm going to take the Feed the Swarm here. It is the only black card, so we'd be sending a pretty strong signal. Towards removing the black. There's a Nahiri's Binding here for white. Or there's also Subtle Strike, which could be a nice combat trick. And if we stick with black-green, it does the +1/+1 counter thing. Could also just take Bala Ged Recovery. But I think I'll take the Nahiri's Binding. We don't know what's going to be open yet. Well, now I wish I kind of picked one of the other cards. Well, there's a Rabid Bite. There's a Moss Pit Skeleton. I've seen that card wheel before, so I think I'm going to take the Rabid Bite here. Just pick up the solid removal options. Yeah, sack another creature to put a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever a creature with a +1/+1 counter dies, draw a card. Maybe we'll try this black-green +1/+1 counters thing. Here's a second Umara Mystic. I'm not really convinced about either of these, because I doubt we'd be playing them. We could just take a Smite the Monstrous to have more white removal. And we're basically dipping our toes into everything that isn't blue. Oblivion's Hunger or one of these big things. I like the life gain. The Stomper's just big. I'll take the life gain one. The Turn Timber Ascetic. Okay, well here's a 2-drop we can have that gets better as the game goes on. Pretty easy Gnarlid Colony pickup. There was the white 4-drop with Landfall in that pack too, but I think we just take the green 2-drop as we're leaning a bit more into green than the other colors right now. Alright, pick number 9. Not really impressed with any of these. I guess the Resolute Strike is a nice combat trick. Pick 10, Relic Golem. Is not really what we want to be doing. I think this was the pack with the I'm gonna take the Broken Wings. I feel like that might be playable. There's a lot of flying creatures. There's some nasty enchantments too, some nasty equipments. Okay, so the black-green card did not come back to us, unfortunately. Oh, but we do get a Kazandu Mammoth again. Maybe this time we'll actually get to see the rare? Not a whole lot else in this pack, just some generic beat stick cards. I'm sure one of them will come back to us. Ooh, Akiri, Fearless Voyager. That's a good one, but not for us. Okay, inflection point. We gotta figure out if we're gonna be white-green or green-black. We don't have... Well, the Gnarlid Colony does have some synergy with the Shadow Cat. In which case, I could take... like the Constrictor, or I could take Blood Beckoning. Or I could take this Dauntless Survivor 2-drop. Which also plays well with +1/+1 counters. I'm going to take the Blood Beckoning. Skyclave Apparition. Well, I guess we should be green-white then. But we don't really have a lot of white. That said, what else would I be picking from this pack? Let's take the Apparition just in case white keeps flowing. Here more, there's a Vanquish the Weak. I guess I'm going to take Vanquish the Weak, and we're going to do black-green. Splashing Blue. That's a good one. Verazol. For each color of mana spent on it. Territorial Scythe Cat. If I'm sticking with black-green, I think it's the Scythe Cat. Let's be disciplined. Let's not... I don't know about splashing in this format. I do like the Acquisitions Expert. Nice little discard effect for... And you get to you get to see some selection of your opponent's cards. I guess I'll take the spare supplies because I'm not really interested in anything else here. And last pick before the wheel, we have the Dauntless Survivor, a nice 2-drop, or the Vastwood Fortification, which puts a 1/1 counter on something. I'm going to take the Fortification, because it is one of those lands. Alright. There's a brute or there's a crocodile. I'm going to take the crocodile. Because this is the deck for it. Rather than just a generic 3-mana 3/3. And here we get the 2-drop back. Oh, there's the Constrictor as well. I'm going to take the 2-drop. So that way I think we're almost good on 2-drops. Not quite. Here we can just take whatever. Oh, there's Blood Beckoning, Mind Carver. Was this do? Attached target creature. Take another Blood Beckoning. This gets +1/+1 counters. It could potentially get 3 with the Lotus Cobra. Even if it just gets 2, it's still a 5-mana 4/5, which is not horrible. We get another Crocodile, and we get Scoot Swarm. That's a good one to have. Otherwise, I'd pick the other Acquisitions Expert. Okay, we're looking... Oh, that's a 3-mana card. Why did I think it was 1 mana? I'm confusing it for the one with from original Zendikar. Well, I guess here I can take the Tangled Florahedron. Oh, now we have a tough choice between the Shadowcat number 2, or the Visionary. I just like the Visionary to draw cards. This technically draws cards too, but it's a little bit tougher to get to work. And now all of our colors are drying up. That's okay, that snake fits with this deck. There's a Gnarlid colony, which might be the pick over the Vine Gecko. Vine Gecko is good, but we don't have a lot of kicker stuff. We'll just take the colony. Which will be good early or late. Here I'll take the Stomper for another late game play. I'm going to cut one of the Blood Beckonings now. Cost 1 less to cast for each creature in our party. I don't think we're doing a lot of party stuff. So let's just take another 2-drop. And take another colony. Oh, hey, we did get a Shadowcat back. Well, not back. This is a different pack. But I'm going to take it anyways. This pack doesn't really have anything for us. I guess if I want the Death Toucher... Yeah, I don't think we need any of these. We don't need any of these. We don't need any of these. And another Crocodile. I'm going to put that to the sideboard. I think we've got enough 3-drops. Alright, 3 cards to cut. I have a couple of lands, a couple of these lands, so I think we can cut a forest. Maybe I should cut a swamp instead. Because we definitely are mostly a green deck. Other cuts, maybe a Crocodile. Yeah, the Crocodile needs to die to get its effect. Whereas this is just, the Scythe Cat is just going to get +1/+1 counters. Yeah, I like the Scythe Cat a little bit better. And we have 3 rares to play. Let's make Scoot Swarm the star card. And let's get into the games. The Power Law is our first opponent. Yeah, but we can keep this hand. Seagate Banneret, that's fine. Up against a Boros aggro deck. That card is not as fine. I'm gonna play the Cobra. Oh, you have the Akiri that I passed. So what our opponent attacks with here is going to be really telling. And this is a total of 5, yes. Oh dear. You're not... Oh, it gives any equipped warrior double strike. Well, we just lose this game. I don't know what you want me to do about it. Yeah. We just lose to double striking nonsense. That's, that is the power of that Boros equipment deck, when you can get that going. Never concede. Well, we just kind of did. We go first. We're missing a color. Alright, here we go. I guess we get rid of the Shadow Cat. We have a colony. We have a couple removal spells. Things aren't too bad right now. Oh, we're up against blue-black. That is not great. I used Feed the Swarm there because chances are you might play something bigger. So Feed the Swarm would deal more to us, and we have Rabid Bite plus the Blight Blade anytime we want it. Now we have nothing. Double Shadow Stingers, okay. Well, having to mulligan against a controlling deck really hurts. Yup. I guess because that cost him 4 life. It's not like I can take advantage of it. I'm just gonna get milled out. Because this doesn't do much. Yep, this game is over. What did we draw? A visionary? Well... and a cobra, yeah. That is not going to work. Not against that start. Off to a really rough start again. But that means it is time for a comeback. Against Nibsy, a diamond rank opponent. Down here in the 0-2 bracket. Sure. Opponent takes a mulligan. I'm going to play that as land. And gets a turn 1 Roost of Drakes. Well, good thing we have Broken Wings. We just need to play that before he does any kicker stuff. Which should be a while. Now my stuff all has menace. This seems like a good time to get rid of this. There's a visionary for our opponent. That makes up for the mulligan. Attack for 5. The only thing you can block is the Death Toucher. And here's a 4-5, also coming in with menace. Well, let's swing in again. No, I don't want to kill their kicker thing. And our opponent just casually throws down a 9-9 that we can't get past now. Oh, and a rabid bite, too. Yeah, why not? Oh, because these creatures are also lands now. Okay, well, now we have a standoff. I still could use Rabid Bite as an out. I don't really want to take 10 though. There we go. I'm okay with this trade. This is turning into not a trade. Fine. The sailor that can get unblockable. I don't like that card. Oh, and extra draws for our opponent. I mean, we've gotten a couple extra draws as well. We'll send in the Gnarlid Colony. I don't understand what that did, but okay. Okay, so our opponent's just getting land off those draws. Ah, Scythe Cat. Oh, and our opponent concedes because he's flooding out and we have at least some action going on. Okay, so this deck can work. How many creatures? We only have 6 non-creatures. I don't know what I'd take out for another Blood Beckoning. But I feel like Blood Beckoning number 2 could be useful. Just as games go long. But it's also the type of card you don't want to have early. Leaf Teacher. Okay, opponent goes first. We'll go ahead and keep this. Yeah, there's Blood Beckoning. We haven't gotten to play with the Scoot Swarm yet, or the 3/3 with Landfall yet again. Broken Wings is the draw. Okay. You're gonna lose that, huh? Okay. A long ways off from Ondu Inversion anyways. Lotus Cobra. Hey, we've seen that card. And a Death Toucher. Okay. Yeah, the Murders at Karlov Manor, there's a lot of things we can interact with here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weapons. And then you got the chalk outline thing that glows and makes an interesting sound. You can't interact with these pendants, though. I find that odd. Well, we can play the Ascetic here. And we'll just keep passing. The Death Toucher is annoying, but we do have Blood Beckoning. I don't think we need to pick up lands. I guess this giant is eventually going to trade for this anyways. Yep, it's unfortunate. There's all kinds of different textures here. Shepherd of Heroes, our broken wings will go good with that. But first I'm going to attack, see if they want to do some sort of party block. He's really thinking about that party block. And maybe part of it had to do with us running the 5-drop into it. Okay. I think actually I'm just going to put more pressure on the board. I'm still going to save the land because we have some great landfall triggers in our deck still. Now he can return these lands. So he's got a shelter and a fortification. Oh, it only returns basic lands, not these lands. Okay. Okay, so that buffs the team. See, this will be 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. 5. Okay, I'm gonna play. Do both of these things here. What? I've seen that rare too. Where's mine? But our opponent is top-decking with a fairly unimpressive board. Beyond the Scoot Swarms. Yeah, I guess there's that. My stuff can't block very well. Not with this pump everything ability. So we may as well attack while we can. And I will trade... I'll trade any of this for the Scoot Swarms. I was kind of hoping for not a land there. I've got my land, why can't I get my Scoot Swarms? The longer this goes, the worse it's going to get for us. Because this thing can pump. And we're only going to be able to kill so much. Oh, don't have stuff like that. Well, that's just going to be game over for us. Because how do I ever get past all this? That was like the best draw for our opponent. Oh, you've got Gnarlid Colonies too. Rabid Bite. I can at least stop the mass pump. Because I'll be honest, that is very annoying. Or we can't stop the mass pump. I guess we just take 8. There's a Shadow Cat. This is a good time to attack. Force some trades, draw some cards. We win. You have to block with all your Scoot Swarms. I know you didn't want to, but that was a mistake on our opponent's part. Maybe since games are going longer in this format, maybe I do need 2 Blood Beckonings. But what would be the cut? I feel like it'd be the Florahedron, because it just has such a low impact. We'll leave the deck as is. Rotten is our next opponent. Well, this is an interesting start. I'm going to keep this one because we can play this stuff. Opponent is on the play. I think we'll just feed that. And just be done with it. Opponent is blue-red, huh? Okay. I'm not super interested in dying to flyers either. Leyline Tyrant, I'm not interested in dying to that. But I think we're going to, unless we draw like our Broken Wings. We can start making our Gnarlid colonies 4/4s. And our opponent can start rebuking them. Broken Wings. No such luck. Okay, our opponent has infinite red mana. But the problem is we're dead in 2 turns here. Oh, even if it does die... Oh, we're dead right now. Even if this did die, it would have dealt us a bunch of damage because he floated a bunch of red mana. No, I just died to a Leyline Tyrant. Of course I didn't have fun. So once again, it's a case of we didn't really get to play with our rares, the Scoot Swarm or the Mammoth. Especially the Scoot Swarm. And again, I don't think our deck was bad, it's just... I feel like this is just kind of the nature of the format. Is whoever gets their bombs out and bombs to stick is going to win, which that's true of any limited environment, but I feel like the power level of especially the commons and even some of the uncommons in this set just isn't up to par with modern day limited. This format has felt like a step back from that. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and claim our prize. And for now, I'll take my leave.